So I wanted to ask you how your story's going, how your movie's going. The reason I'm asking is because about 6 months ago, I realised that there was something wrong with mine, and I couldn't work out what it was. I mean, I was getting up every morning, I was going to work, and I was enjoying it. But something wasn't right. Something didn't feel right. It was like I was an extra in my own film, a sporting artist. And if it's your own film, you want to be one of the lead characters along with your family and friends. But it wasn't happening, and I couldn't work out why. And then something interesting happened. A guy I hadn't seen for 40 years turned up. He got out of the car. I hadn't seen him since the last day at school. A school I joined in the second year. As he got out of the car, I saw that familiar warm smile that he always had, very welcoming guy. And we chatted, and then I started to recount my memories. My first memory of him was he had a huge Casio green calculator, probably the only guy in the year that knew how to turn it on, let alone how it worked. I remembered also he was kind of top of the class and I wasn't, so we didn't see much of each other, but when we did, we had a good laugh. And as I was recounting this story, I saw this smile change to kind of confusion, and he stopped me. And he said, "That's not the story I remember, Matt. You had a very tough time, a very hard time at school." I immediately felt this ball of in my stomach. Very old feeling. Anyway, we had a great lunch. We kept in touch, or said we'd keep in touch, and we have done, which is great. But it wasn't until the evening, when I was sat down watching some rubbish on Netflix, when my eyes were averted to the screen on the wall next to the telly, a bare wall. And this film started playing out. Actually more of a documentary, the unseen footage, and it was me. As a 14-year-old, being bullied, ashamed, scared, traumatised, unable to explain himself. And I realised that I'd buried that kid. I'd reinvented him. But of course, you know, and I know, that you can't bury trauma. It comes back and it bites you on the arse. And as this role played out, I could see all the occasions when I was confronted emotionally that this knee-jerk reaction, which trauma does, came back and bit me on the arse. 14, 18, 19, 25. In all different situations emotionally, I became a 14-year-old when confronted. Because that's what trauma does. But recognising that and having it drawn to my attention, has it changed my movie? It hasn't changed the story, but it has changed my understanding of the nuance and perception of who I am within it all. And that I don't need to be driving the story. So, how's your movie? Is it still the thing you wanted it to be? Has it changed? Are you happy in it? Or is there something in a previous scene that's still affecting you being what you want within it? If that's the case, give me a call and we can edit some of the scenes to how you want your movie to be, or who you want to be in it. Because it doesn't matter what the movie is, as long as you get the final cut.